of the activities, before, while, and watching. Most of you probably do it in this way, right? Did it work, Julio? Okay. Now, I'd like to show you some examples and some resources you can use in your classes, right? If you think it's difficult to find authentic materials or they're not at the right level, well, let me tell, I don't know if you were told or if you heard, if you got to know that somehow, that Pearson has recently joined in a partnership with BBC, the largest stage television company in the world, to produce and to use BBC authentic materials for teaching English in classroom with authentic materials. Thank you very much. I can see the wow back there. It is really a wow. Yes, BBC, the largest television company and the largest education company in the world, together providing content for you to teach with authentic materials. Oh, you knew it. Right. Thank you, Julio.
And we were so delighted that we couldn't say anything.
Yeah, right. So BBC, it's wonderful. So I'd like to show you first an example of using authentic news video. How can you teach using news video? This is one example that comes from a book called Speak Out. Have you ever heard of Speak Out? Speak Out is the best-selling title from Pearson all over the world. You do? Ah, wonderful. So if you decide to study English in the UK, chances are you're going to use Speak Out there, or Australia, or you name it. It's wonderful. It's by J.J. Wilson, and it includes BBC videos, lessons embedded into the course, right? Not as supplementary material, but into the course. And I'd like to show you, this is one example. Lessons are staged in a logical order. So you start with the before watching. This is an example of a video called The Funny Side of the News, in which you read something, right? It pre-teaches you some vocabulary. Then you have a task to do in which you will match the words and phrases. So this is to pre-teach you vocabulary, right? To make the video more accessible to you. Then comes the while watching moment. And that's what I would like to do with you. I want to play something for you to listen, but I want to give you a focus question. So watch the DVD and make notes on which blunders. So it's talking about blunders, about failures in these this news example we're going to see. So which one you found the funniest and which one you didn't find funny or didn't understand. Okay? So what's the question you have to pay attention to? Funny, funniest, or not funny or didn't understand. Okay? Ready? Can I play that for us? Right.
My name is Andrea. I work for the BBC.
Oh, that might be it. You're right.
But there are some Speak Out videos in YouTube too.
There are.
Very good.
They're wonderful.
They're great.
Peguei direto da Pearson, depois alguns eu peguei
Great.
da...
Speak Out videos in YouTube. They're fantastic.
Oops! I don't know why it's not projecting. That's weird. Really?
Não.
Ah, Fê. I'm so stupid. I thought it was all ready.
Technology. Yeah, technology and English teaching.
That was the first blunder. Right? Remember your focus questions, okay? Yes, yes.
Mark Ragnall is is Managing Director of the Centre for Economic and Business Research. Mark, are you there? We've lost you.
And there'll be live coverage on the BBC of the Democratic Convention in New York in under 10 minutes. That's in about 10 minutes.
And that is all the business news for the moment. Riz.
Thank you very much, Rob. I'm back with a look at the weather, with the headlines after a look at the weather with Rob McCann.
News. Everybody's got an opinion about it. There's too much of it. It's on at the wrong time. It's too serious. It's too fluffy. It's too short. It's too tall. And most of all, it's live.
So if it starts going wrong, you're going to see it. And probably enjoy it at the same time.
But finally, my thanks to Hugh Smith of Holt and King Colson of Fordham Heath, Colchester, for sending me these little and large bottles with impossible nails and screws through pieces of wood to further tantalise my brain on how they did it. Oh!
The thing about rolling news is that you have to fill an awful lot of time. And
Já viu
things
esse?
changing around
Tu conhece
you,
esse?
and
Já
you
viu esse
won't
aí?
necessarily be that
JJ mostrou?
You know you've got to interview about 3 or 4 guests. The order of them might change. You're not quite sure who it's going to be.
And 24-hour rolling news has created a new category. The right interview with the wrong guest.
Managing Director of Internet at MTL, Joey Rust, joins me now. What's gone wrong? What's gone wrong in your offer?
I'm afraid this is not what I'm talking about.
I'm afraid we obviously have the wrong guest here. That's deeply embarrassing for us.
The head of the NUT's Education Department is John Bangs. He's in our central London studio. He was in our central London studio, but he seems to have disappeared, so hopefully we shall go back to him later on.
But the undisputed champion of the wrong guest
This is the best one.
BBC News 24 incident involving the charming but inappropriate Guy Gomer.
What does this all mean for the industry and the growth of music online?
Look at his face.
He is the editor of the technology website News Wireless. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Were you surprised by this verdict today?
I'm very surprised to see this verdict to come on me, because I was not expecting that.
It was I to one of the business slots on News 24, and the business producer went downstairs to reception and said, is Guy here for BBC News? And Guy Gomer put his hand up. There were 2 guys there, but the wrong guy put his hand up first. He came upstairs, and as you know, he was here for an interview, but it wasn't for an interview for News 24. It was for an interview for a job.
The Sun headline is Big Bluffer. We find the big news shows accidental expert.
And for a while, Guy Gomer found himself living the celebrity lifestyle. But anyway, it goes to show just how much the public love a good news blunder.
He's not born.
Yeah, that was not the right guy, right? So, going back to the focus question, can you think on the right answer? Think about that, the funniest or one you didn't find funny or didn't understand. 15 seconds for you to think. But you're a teacher, so you might be ready. Can you pair with the person next to you and share what you have found? Okay, can you share now with the large group which one you found the funniest?
The one that broke the glass.
Oh, the bottle with the nails inside.
Or maybe the one that the boy disappeared inside the room.
Oh, the guy who disappeared.
Yes, when you showed.
Back there, anyone? No, you don't want to share? Interview with the wrong person. Right. Interesting examples, right? I'll tell you where to find these videos later, okay? They're available online. You can see them. Perhaps you can use them. And then you would put these things in order, and you would watch the DVD again to check. And there would be an after-watching task focusing on language itself. And to conclude, the juiciest part of everything, the discussion moment. This is the moment we look for. By the way, Speak Out is all about speaking. If you want to get your students speaking, Speak Out is the right book, the right course book. So this is the best moment for your class, right? Which incident do you think was the most embarrassing for the news reader? And then? It is already. It is already. You can talk to Disal and they will provide it for you. They should be able to get you Speak Out. And I guess you should use it because it's really amazing. Right? Felipe is our... Oh, there is one here. You can look right after our talk. Okay? There should be there. Now, I'd like to talk about another example. You know, we talked about different genres, okay? And, oh, by the way, Speak Out also, what happened with Speak Out was Pearson had access to all these 80 years of files, of videos from BBC. And we selected the best for English teaching for our students, the best for generating communication, for arising interest, for generating discussion. It's fantastic, the most up-to-date. And there are also some interview videos there. But what I would like to show you now, it's some sessions of teacher training Pearson carried out in Spain, of a teacher actually using video content from BBC, which is, it's in another course book we have called Wider World, which is also made in partnership with BBC. And how to use this video interview. So watch this teacher working with his classroom, okay? So here we go. These are called Vox Pops interviews, and we're gonna see a little bit there.
What's your favorite TV series?
Yeah, I've got a few British TV series that I like. I like the one called Not Going Out. It's a like short sitcom. So there's two people sharing the house together, they're housemates, and they got friends. It's just general life things really. They go to work, they share a house. It's quite funny, so it's nice and relaxing to watch that.
I recently been watching Wolf Hall. Wolf Hall is a TV series that depicts the Tudor era about Henry VIII, starting from Henry VIII and the numerous wives that he had in search for a son. Because, I suppose because I have studied British history of that period, the Tudor time especially.
I think my favourite TV series at the moment is House of Cards. It's an American production. It's based on British production from some years ago, which I think was even better. But I'm watching the current one from the United States of America.
Okay, and that's what Wider World does. Whenever it shows you video and stuff, it ends up by asking, and you. So it always generates conversation. It leads students to communicate. So videos are there for this purpose. Wider World. Yes. Yes, Wider World. It's for teens, right? You should be able to find it here as well. If they don't have it, Why the World is a series of books. It's a course book. Oh, the videos. These videos, I'm gonna give you the links later on, where you can find this. Right. These are especially. No, it's in the slide. It's in the slides. It's there. You can see. You can copy. Right. So my question is, there was no focus question now. I just wanted to show you the kinds of video. What would you do with this kind of video, yourself? With suppose you're teaching a class, how would you use this, for example? As a teaser. Ask students questions.
Or give them some false information, see if they could maybe recognize the right information.
In the video, right?
That's why, reasons why that one is your favorite.
Okay, ask them their reasons. As you can see, people were being asked, what question was it? What's your favorite TV series? Do you think teenagers would like to answer that question? Yes. For sure, right? So there is something else you could do. Do you teach teens? Does anyone here teach teenagers? You teach teenagers. So I would like to show you what this teacher did. The teacher who used this video with their classroom. Okay, here is he in action. Here he is.
Now we're going to have a go at making our own Vox Pop videos, okay? And we're going to upload those to the class blog so everyone can share them and see them. Now, what were the 3 questions that we have to answer?
What is your favorite TV show?
Good, okay, yeah.
What is it about?
All right. Yeah.
Why did you like it?
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do this with our mobile phones, okay? I want you to use as much of the vocabulary as you can to make it interesting, okay?
I like it because it's funny.
What's your favorite TV program? My favorite TV program is Class. What is it about? It's about a guy and a girl. The girl is police inspector and she works with him. He is a writer that works with the policewoman to get inspired to write his books.
Recording students on video.
So, what did the teacher ask students to do? The same activity, to be reporters and? Yeah. And to interview their classmates, right? How did you like the way the teens talked about? Do you think teens felt comfortable doing that? Right. Yes. Yeah, they went outside the classroom. They used their smartphones that schools keep telling students they cannot use, right? So they went there and they used their smartphones. And I think that's an excellent example. We've just run out of time, so I won't have time to show you that. But I'll just narrate what I was going to do next. You could use that activity to explore the full potential of YouTube videos. Or YouTube. So what's the full potential? And imagine those students were the kind of resistant students. They do not like to talk very much. Like 2 students I had. Here they are. I don't know if Fernanda has seen them before, but these are Beatriz and Arthur, my students, my kids. They didn't like to speak English very much, especially my daughter. She was 5.5 or 6 years old here, and she didn't want to talk. And in order to make her talk, what? Yeah, they are both my children. They are my students, my children. And she didn't want to talk very much, but she loved watching YouTube videos of unboxing those toys and gifts, you know. Have you seen kids watching these videos? They love them. So I said, Bia, I want to have you speaking, but I'd like to make a video with you, and I'm going to upload that to YouTube. And she said, really? Wow. And then I said, okay, I'm going to get you these toys, these Disney goggles that she wanted, and I'd like to film you unboxing them. And now they're going to unbox the toys. And she had to narrate everything she was doing in English. And I filmed them. And think about the full potential of YouTube. That thing that the teacher did. You film the videos, that's a speaking task. Then you upload them to YouTube. Your students can listen to others doing the same thing. That's listening, right? They can comment on other people's production. That would be writing. Then they can read what other people have commented about their videos. That would be reading. That would be an integrated skills lesson. You will teach the 4 skills using YouTube. Yes, it's completed. And that's what happened to my daughter. She started speaking, and then she wanted to make another video, and another video, and another video, and people started commenting.
Then she became a YouTuber.
Not yet, but when you do that, it goes to the whole world. So people from English-speaking countries, because the video and all the description was in English, people from English-speaking countries were commenting, and my daughter was responding them, was replying to them in English. And so that's how it all, this is one of the ways you can use to motivate your teens to talk. So to finish, the wrap-up of everything is the authenticity is one of the most important characteristics of 21st century education, and now we're celebrating this partnership between Pearson and BBC, a long-term partnership to bring the best of authentic materials to ELT, to your classroom.
CNN has a channel for students.
Oh, there might be.
With easy English.
Right. This is wonderful. I also encourage you to use that. And because we love free stuff, right? We're teachers, so free resources for you, authentic BBC videos for your class, english.com/speakout. Of course, if you use it with the course book, it will be much better, but all the videos are there. And teacher training videos with fresh ideas. The video we saw with the teacher in his classroom, it's on this website, pearsonelt.com/catalog/secondary wider world training. It's all there. So you can have authentic videos and teacher training on how to use videos for your students. Okay? Enjoy the links. I'm going to leave them there during the break, right? Thank you very much for coming. You were a lovely audience, and enjoy your afternoon, okay? Thank you very much.